Good morning, everyone. So, a new week, Bitcoin printing new all-time highs. Stay with us and let's see what's going on. Hello traders. It's Khaled. Welcome to today's daily pitch, 14th of July 2025. Let's dive into the latest economic events, technicals, and see what's going on in the markets. Let's make a quick check first for the sound. Okay, looking good. So, guys, a new week, let's have a look at the economic calendar and see what pre-planned economic events we have for today. As you can see, we had some economic data for China regarding the exports. It is higher than forecast, and I believe this is justifiable. Like a lot of countries were ordering additional goods just to avoid the tariffs. And in addition to that, what do we have? We have the CPI here. It was lower than expected for the year over year, but the monthly higher than expected. And through the day, well, we don't have too much important economic data. The more important economic data will be following during this week. And of course, we will be covering it as well. So guys, let's move on to the charts and see as well what is happening. Looking at the US dollar, the dollar index is still moving higher after it rejected the 96.2 level. So currently we are at 97.5. Keep in mind that, as I mentioned during this week, just to give you an idea, what do we have? We have the CPI data and PPI data. Of course, the inflation data is very important. It will give us an indication or forward guidance what could be the Fed's next move. And it's not refreshing. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, we have so here the CPI data, very important, and also the next day we have the PPI data. So starting from tomorrow, we will have the more important economic data. Back to the charts, looking at the treasury yields, right now just a little bit moving higher, approximately at 4.2%, while the VIX, although we had some headlines related to the tariffs on the weekend, but it didn't react sharply, just moving on still below the 18 level. Starting with our first currency pair for today, which is USD JPY. USD JPY currently is at the 147.3 approximately. Two important levels I have, which are here. The first one is the 146 and the next one is the 148, 148.2. The preferable scenario, I would like to see price moving down, retesting again the 146, failing to break lower, seeing something like here, a bearish candle, then we start to see stronger bullish candles, and I believe we could be testing again the 148, 148.2. Looking to the left, we can see that this level is very important as well. The 148, we reacted here as well 2 times. So I expect to see at least a reaction, a profit-taking move, where we could see a double top taking place and price once again moving down within this range. 2 more possible scenarios for the USD JPY, which I believe for these scenarios to take place, we need a fundamental catalyst, either supporting like dollar weakness or Japanese yen strength, or the opposite. So the first possible scenario, if we have an intraday candle, a 1 hour or a 4 hour, even 30 minutes candle closing, I prefer to see above the 146.8. So I will do something like this. The next candle opens, makes a lower wick, and we could be trading higher, reaching the level of 151 flat. Looking here to the left, several reactions took place as well. So I expect whenever we reach this level, we could see some profit-taking move and this scenario. The final scenario for USD JPY, what if we broke lower? Well, breaking below this level, a retest. I believe our next target could be the 142, 142.5. As you can see here, a lot of candle wicks. Let's zoom in a little bit. Several candles failing to break below this level. So reaching the 142.5, I will be looking for any price action pattern indicating reversal, and we could see a move like this. These are the possible scenarios I see on USD JPY. I believe for today we could be just having this scenario within the range, and tomorrow with the more important economic data, we could be ranging higher or lower. Moving on to Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin is printing new all-time highs as well. It almost reached the 123,000. This was our previous analysis. We made our analysis. We were here at the 118. We said it will be more preferable to see a correction and then a move up. And we said that we could see some price reaction at the 120. It is a new all-time high and the psychological level, but this didn't happen. The retest didn't take place, and the price momentum was still strong and it broke higher. So I'm going to delete this analysis and see what we could have and what will be the most favorable scenario for now. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I will be drawing a line here around the 125K. The 125K is an important psychological level. I believe we could see a reaction, and two important areas. Currently, we are at the all-time high. I prefer to see a correction, and then after the correction, we will have a level to target once again. So the first area I will be drawing is here, the 117, and I will draw another area as well with these candles high, these candle highs as well here. Moving to the 30-minute time frame, we can do it like this. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, if I see Bitcoin trending lower, retesting the 119, rejecting, failing to break lower, we can at least target once again the 123K. In addition to that, if we are able to break lower, retest the 116,500 approximate, we could see something like this. And personally, and the more favorable scenario for me will be if we are able to test the 111. This will be a deeper pullback, a profit taking. So if we are able to retest this level, reject this level, we have a very nice and beautiful range to take advantage of. Something like this. What if we are able now to break higher? Well, breaking higher, the next area I will be looking at, as we said, it is a psychological level. We don't have historical data for it. My next area I will be looking at is breaking above this level, is the 125K. Reaching the 125, I believe we could see some reaction or profit taking move. And something like this. Of course, here you could take advantage of the sells in case you have an intraday candle, a 1 hour candle like strong bearish momentum, a candle closing lower, retesting. We could take advantage of these sells, but watch out for the reaction at these levels at the 115, 500, and here as well 113, 300. These two levels I will be watching on, but in general, Bitcoin is still bullish. Just wait for some correction before taking advantage for your next buy opportunity. Guys, if you like our content, don't forget to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. In addition to that, if you want us to analyze any currency pair, you can type for us either in the comment section or in the live chat. And don't forget to join our Telegram channel. You will find the link pinned in the comment section under our video. Finally, let's have a look at gold. Okay, looking at gold, as we said last week, it was pretty messy here, the price action. We started to move higher, we reached this level and we reacted a little bit. That we opened with the gap up, and this was due to some headlines related to the trade war and tariffs on the weekend. The gap was corrected and currently we are moving up. At the 3,360 is a very important level. Currently we broke above it and we are breaking above these candle highs. Let me delete these lines and see what we could have. Okay, so the first scenario I see on gold, if we zoom in on the 30 minutes, see what do we have. Okay, the first scenario I see on gold, that if candles even makes a lower wick, fails to break especially below these, my next target will be the 3,400, and I would like price to retest this level, the 3,400. It is a very important level. As you can see, zooming out a little bit, a lot of reaction took place at this level. At the 3,400, I will be looking for the price action. If I see several candles just having an upper wick and closing lower, or a double top, or any technical pattern just indicating the reversal, head and shoulders, consolidation, and candles start to break like this, you could take advantage of the sells, at least targeting once again the 3,360. But for now, I am watching the price action. I am looking here if we're having a double top, but it looks like we are breaking. So even if we make a lower wick and we will start be moving up, my next target would be the 3,400. Or the next scenario, if we break lower. Well, personally, I would like to see a break below the 3,355. A break lower, a retest. My first area I will be looking at, I will delete this. So breaking below these candle lows, we could be testing once again the 3,325 and reaching the 3,325. Important level, a very important key level where you could see a reaction. But personally, my favorable scenario, what I would like to see, I would like to see this scenario: price either breaking higher or retesting and moving up to the 3,400. At this level, I will monitor the price action, looking for some rejection pattern in order to take advantage of sells, and then our next target will be the 3,360. Mainly, these are the two scenarios I see on gold. These are the levels I'm looking at right now. Keep in mind that we are having several headlines related to the tariffs, although the market has already priced in the worst related to the trade war and tariff, but it is still bringing some short-term reaction and fear, which is reflected positively on gold. That's why we are seeing some spikes up. So guys, that's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed our session, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.